10 now from the 30.
Purdy going to the air right away.
Well, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Purdy.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
On the return, Walker. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their own 27.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
2nd down and 6 now.
Here's Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Smith.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key word.
He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 37.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40.
A give for Walker running right.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 14, Seahawks, nothing. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Here we go.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Man in motion left. That's Smith and Jigba. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
A nice little juke. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Throwing now is Geno.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
The extra point try now for Moody.
And it is now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Smith. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this is caught.
They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Smith keeps it on the sneak. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Zach Charbonnet
taking it in.
And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get real.
And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards.
Back to throw, Purdy. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Throwing here, Purdy. And that one too high and incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here.
Back to throw again.
That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
Ayuk going to go in motion right.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Hey, go flip her up, flip her up.
Now Geno. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
He's still on his feet.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Now Myers for the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Here's Purdy.
He's got a man complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Geno now to throw. And got his man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the night.
right. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7. And that almost makes it a brand new ball game. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Purdy looking to throw.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. Here's a run now with Kittle.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Purdy.
This one caught by Kittle. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Let's go now.
Purdy now to throw.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Here's Samuel.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Got it. Ready?
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw. Purdy. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Looking to throw. Purdy. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Purdy dancing to his left. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
This is 1st and 10.
There we go.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now it's Smith.
And complete to Smith-Njigba. Tyler Lockett.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett. 75 yards.
And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. The second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 14. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
What a call there on 3rd down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a 1st down, but it's a big play to boot.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. On the return, Walker. Here's 1st and 10.
There we go, Sonoma. There we go, Sonoma.
Here's Smith. And this one is incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Jack Smith, Jack Smith.
Smith's going to throw it. This complete to Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10.
53.
Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
49, flip it off, 49.
Smith to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here we go. Oz. Hey, trio left. There we go, Smith.
Now Smith. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Check 59, cover. Middle.
Smith now to throw. Returning right back to Lockett. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert! Tuesday.
Smith.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
They'll run it again with Henry. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Throwing is Jackson.
Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
At their own 12-yard line.
Mustang 19. Ready?
They begin on the ground with Guerrero.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Purdy.
And that is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
To throw is Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Here's 2nd and 7. And Purdy, he's going to shift them around into something else.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On 3rd down, it's Guerrero.
And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Henry up the middle. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Still going. To the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Jake Moody now for the point after.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to float this over the middle deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Leonard Floyd. And the 49ers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Purdy will look to throw again here. And this is caught. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now receiver in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Brandon Ayuk
taken it in.
And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 14-0.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Back to throw, Purdy.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple.
Cowboy 80. Here we go.
Purdy.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Now Purdy.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Purdy looking to throw.
This one caught by Kittle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
19 tight. 18, Pioneer.
Purdy now to throw.
Throw left left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Ayuk going to go in motion right.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. Purdy on 4th down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
50 yards.
And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
The lane open. The ball comes out.
And it looks like the defense has got it.
Well, it was looking like they were going to have the ball in good field position, but now with that fumble, they don't have the football at all.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to imagine what he was thinking there, though, right? I can take this one, break it, go for a big one right here. But you and I both know, always protect the football is the #1 mantra for a kick returner.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Let's go now. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And that is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Here's Guerendo.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Isaac Guerendo
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Niners will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Moody good with the extra point.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Jackson.
Open man downfield is Johnson.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Deontay Johnson,
56 yards.
And the Ravens are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here's Purdy.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Brandon Ayuk
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Niners are able to stretch out their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson over the middle, complete. It's Flowers. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Now it's Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. And Jackson throwing once more.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw is Jackson. Johnson's got it complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Here's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Operating from the gun, Purdy. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
From 19 yards away, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Moody good with the extra point.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Escapes the defender. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other."
And my goodness, another interception. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Throwing to start the drive. Purdy taking a shot for Samuel. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.